Hello, everyone. I am so sorry it's been forever since I've been here. It has been a whirlwind, and I have so much to talk about, so I'm going to have to break this up into other videos. So, excuse me if you see me in the same clothes. Okay. So, Kamala Harris gave her acceptance speech of the vice presidential candidacy last, I think it was Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday. And she said, "Swords are family." And I'm going to let you know. Swords and members of the Divine Nine, I'm going to let you know. I cannot, I second that, I third that, I fourth that. I actually got into a major argument with my cousin over Kamala Harris. I know it sounds really, really silly because it sounds silly to me, but it's hard to explain family to someone who doesn't see it the same way. And I will forever be a person who is Team Kamala. So it is what it is. Okay. Hopefully her and I may, get back to becoming on speaking terms. But if we don't, yeah. Okay. But I brought family up because my soror saw me struggling. So she bought me one. And I was like, you didn't have to buy me one. That, I say sore, but she is my sister. Sore means sister, for those of you who do not know. Because I'm listening to all these people on the news, and they getting it all confused and all wrong. About what the Divine Nine is, about what, we're not like one of these other sororities where it's a lifelong commitment. We're not a sorority girl. Girl, that just ticks me off every time I hear that. Anywho, so keto coffee. I'm back at it. I haven't actually had my keto coffee all week. I know it's so bad. I've been. Let me tell you why last week was such a hard week for me was because I was preparing for my defense. So, and I think it's super cool because I defended on Thursday and I passed my defense. But here's the thing. I was so excited that I had about 20 people show up. I didn't think that many people would show up. One of my big sisters from, my gosh, way back when, like, we went to church together when I was a kid. I'm trying to think. I don't want to say how many years, but it's been decades. She showed up. She's also my sorority sister too. And, I was really stunned. My best friend showed up. My husband showed up. His mother was trying to get in, but it didn't work out. So in my head, she showed up. I mean, it was just, oh, I love this one way better than mine. I have to give her a shout out. Oh, whoa, no. Shout out. But it caused a mess. Shout out. Well, she watches the video, so she knows to shout out. Anyway, I am, like we've been, so it was a little sad. My mom and my uncles showed up. My mom, I expected for her to be a little bit more excited. I was a little bummed that she wasn't excited when I saw her after the fact, so that kind of bummed me out, but my uncle was excited for the whole family enough. My other uncles are like, yeah, okay. So that was a little bum. A little Debbie Downer. But anyhow. I will say that it does bring up, I do think about like how there are some people, I don't focus on the people that did not show up because, um, that's really negative energy. But I will say that there are a few people that I was like, okay, so I have really been supporting you quite a bit. And, maybe they're just not in the headspace to return that at this particular point. And I think that that's something that is perfectly acceptable and perfectly okay. That they cannot return the same kind of energy that I can give to them because they're just not there. Um, you know, so, and that's okay. Anyway, on another note, so with that being said, it's called Dr. Walker. And then, classes started, and it's so sad because I'm sitting here like I have, I built a table so that I can kind of control like what my schedule looks like. And I'm looking at it, and I was like, okay, last night I was working on my classes because they're supposed to be launching today and stuff. And yeah, I was all wrong about my schedule, so that's kind of an interesting thing. Okay, so like I said, so much to talk about, and I'm only going to make like short 10-minute videos or something. So I guess I can complete this with talking about, let's talk about the versus battle. So let me go there. So the versus battle, FYI, versus people. So people did not like my video on my Brandy's album is trash. And I stand by it. Brandy's new album is trash. Thank you. Goodbye. Okay. So you could put your little nasty comments, your nasty things to say in my comments because you didn't follow me. Anyway, but I will say that I said what I said, and I am excited about the versus battle. I think that what really popped this off was because Monica said she wouldn't do it. But the last versus battle, Rick Ross, 2 Chainz, nobody went to that. I mean, nobody in my comment, nobody in my little circle, nobody. It wasn't trending. It had to be the lowest watched. No shade, but nobody watched that. I gotta take my vitamins. I need to actually take more vitamins, but whatever. Okay. So I've also listened to some of y'all's. Yes, I've actually listened. I've read quite a few. Oh my gosh, I'm telling you, like so many people. So many people are struggling with this concept of time, right? And I am, these people are on, these people are driving me crazy. Like, they're like, okay, I'm enrolling and I'm coming to your Zoom class. How are you coming to my Zoom class? It doesn't even start till tomorrow. Like, that is just so funny. Okay, sorry. So let's, I shouldn't even look at really shouldn't even look at this because this is having so many oh my gosh. Okay. Everybody's having some Zoom problems. Okay, I shouldn't even look at this because we need to stay focused, stay focused, stay focused. So let's stay focused. So why are people in my why are people in my Zoom today? Zoom is not until 8 to 9 on. People are bugging. They're just like literally bugging. People are really, really bugging. And I don't understand why people are bugging. Bugging me. Okay. I am so sorry. I have been. These people are just getting on my nerves, Mal. Getting on my nerves. 12:30 to 1:45. I need a. These people are getting on my nerves. Okay. That's what they like to do. They just like to aggravate me. Anyway, so let's talk about, I'm sorry. I checked my email. I woke up this morning and I checked my email. That's the first time looking at my email. Anyway, sorry. Let's focus. This versus battle. I have been seeing people disrespect my Monica. And I just don't understand. I don't understand why people think that Monica does not have doesn't sing well, and B, doesn't have a good catalog. I don't understand. Monica has been putting out, that's what I got this for. Monica has been putting out hits after hits after hits, and Brandy has been putting out mediocre albums. And then I listened to people's, so I was like, let's pull up Monica albums. Right. Let's pull up Monica albums. Monica right now though is a independent artist. So I have to say that. Okay. So she has 8 albums. So let's put that out. Now, of course, everybody wants to go to Miss Thing and everybody wants to talk about the biggest, clearly because that's one of her biggest albums. I get that. But, and she has a lot of singles on there and everything else. But when people talk about For You I Will, the only reason why For You I Will is a big thing is because it did go platinum. And I get that. But how can we forget about, we can talk about all the old stuff and I'm there for it, but she has some really good songs now and I just don't understand why people are just overlooking. I loved The Makings of Me. I think her last best album is After the Storm, though. I have to admit, like, it's one of my favorite songs because I can listen to that whole album without skipping anything. Just because she has So Gone, You Should Have Known Better, but Sideline Ho is a funny, funny song. I absolutely love it. But I will say that her biggest hits were from the 90s. The 2000s weren't as great for her. And I get that. I get that. But on the same token, I don't want people to put. But even though her best albums are in the 90s, just like Brandy's best albums were in the 90s, it doesn't mean that her most current stuff has not beat out Brandy, and it has. Like the sound is better. Like the writing is better. And if we're gonna say, okay, well, Brandy writes all her music, fine. I mean, I'll give you that. I'm not sure why that's something that is so important here in this conversation, because her last couple albums have not been good. So if you want her to take credit for all that, absolutely take credit. I give you kudos for not good albums. Anywho, so who do you think I have in this versus battle? Of course it's Monica. Of course it's Monica. Thank you. Thank you. Anywho, and on that note, I look forward to it next week, and I'm gonna have to get a few things done before I do my next video, because people are panicking all on my Instagram, all on my email, and it's kind of bothering my head. So I will talk to you soon. Bye.